Sometimes just showing up to one of our sessions is a huge act of courage. And I'm thinking specifically about some of our sessions at asylum hotels in the UK, where we see so much movement. We see families and children moving between hotels more times than they can count. Every time they're moving from one end of the country to another, already in a new country where they've already had to say goodbye to their friends. And once again, they're in a place, they're finding a community, they're finding their integration, and then they're having to move again. And despite this, they will show up to our sessions, even if they're a bit unsure, even if they're a little bit nervous. And I'm thinking specifically about one boy who I met recently. And he was waiting outside the door of the room that our session was happening in. And I could tell that he was a bit nervous and reluctant to step through the door. He was brand new in this hotel. He'd only been there for a few weeks. And since he'd arrived, the only time that he'd left his room was to go to school. And he said that he was finding it really difficult to make friends because all of the other children in the hotel were toddlers and babies. But he'd seen our poster and he thought the session looked fun, and so he thought he'd come and check it out. And I am so glad that he did, because by the end of that week that we were working with this group, he was so integrated into the whole community. He was amazing with the toddlers. Every single time one of them went into the middle of the circle to have a go at a game, he was there on the side, egging them on. He was making jokes, he was being playful and silly and making all the mamas laugh. And all that came from that moment of courage, of stepping outside of his comfort zone. Even though he'd had to do it multiple times, time and time again, he still showed up and he had an amazing time.